Thanks for listening to the Natural Ones podcast. You can find us on Twitter at the Nat Ones Cast or on Facebook, facebook.com/the Nat Ones Cast. You can email us, thenatonescast@gmail.com, or find us individually. You can find Aiden at Alakaya A58. You can find Zeki at Zektown, Jerry at JMEE3RD, or myself at Pat Uglow. Thanks for listening, and is that another natural one?
You guys definitely don't look related.
Oh, who are you to judge what consists of family in this day and age, my friend?
This is it.
I've solved the puzzle.
Smash cut to me and I'm sword fighting with a crab using sticks on the beach. Smash cut to me and I'm just riding a dolphin. Smash cut to me and I'm yelling, "I object!" and I'm at a mermaid wedding. Smash cut and I'm holding just a flounder and I'm just like, hold on.
All right. You all meet in a tavern.
Right? No, but welcome back to the Natural One podcast, guys. It's been a couple weeks, and here we are meeting again. I think the last time you guys met, you guys had been taking a tour of the museum, if I am correct. Well, yes. Two of you were.
I lived in
Jerry had his own adventure.
I lived an entire lifetime under the sea.
Jerry got bounced out of the museum.
I was asked
pretty quickly.
I was asked to leave.
I found the weak point in the museum.
And all the bathrooms.
Yeah, and you did a great job looking for any secret passages or extra entrances.
I killed it.
I took a very
crushed.
Detailed walk around the museum.
Yeah, and if you recall, as you guys were leaving the museum, Pat, you actually recognized that someone was following you out.
Yes, but we didn't see the face, right?
No, that person had their hood up.
They're all stealth-like.
So, what do you guys want to do next? You guys, it's early afternoon.
What say we should we head back to Mertz's?
I guess if that's.
Do we have a place to be? Do we have a place to be right now? Maybe we
I
can
think
talk
that
about
sounds
what
good.
We saw in the museum. Dude, does anyone have a 20 on Hugh?
I'm literally right here. I'm standing right next to you.
Oh, sorry. I was looking up like I was looking for a normal creature. I forgot you're only knee high.
That's speciesist.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I guess we just go to
I jump
Ritz's.
down and I'm just squishing I got lots of water in my shoes and I'm just flopping down the street.
That's
and
acceptable.
Like a starfish falls out of my back pocket.
Okay. Can we go to Ritz's and I guess we will talk about the museum and what we plan on doing when we get in there.
Sure.
That sounds really boring.
All right. So Zeki, just for clarification, we have the blueprints, right, for the museum?
Yes.
And did we see anything on there that was useful to us breaking into this place? I can't remember.
You did notice that there was one main entrance and that there were not any others. I believe you guys didn't see anything else. I don't think you guys rolled high enough to find anything specific.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh boy.
Well, we cased the place. I know on the second floor in the on the eastern wall we saw suits of armor and rose guard paraphernalia in the southwestern wall, swords on the western wall. The third floor, it seems the only thing really up there worth looking at was the new exhibit in the northeastern corner. Did you guys see anything else that seemed worthwhile?
I saw some shiny swords in a glass case before I got bumped out, but as soon as I tried to detect magic on them, they got me out of there real quick.
So are we thinking we can't use magic while we're there?
I would say that is a safe bet to say.
This is what it sounds like.
Ooh, What if I just start a really big fire to draw the entire town out?
No. Well, you can.
I mean, think about it. All of them will become rushing to the fire.
I think you might be able to set a fire somewhere else. I still think we should create a diversion when we go to break into the
Like a
museum
giant
tonight, guys.
fire.
Does that seem unreasonable? I mean,
I think it's a good idea to draw everyone away.
what else does anyone else know what's going on this evening? Is Loon, whatever his face, having a show
Did you check the
tunes?
community message board? What if we dress me up as a little kid and you guys pretend to be my parents and you're
okay.
taking me to see the museum? And we'll get in that way.
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, I mean, it's like just babysitting. You just send your kids to the museum when you don't want to deal with them.
Yeah, those seem like really bad parents. I think. All right, here's my idea, and you guys, I just want to kind of bounce some ideas off you guys. If we create a diversion, say maybe one of us, the firebug of our trio, could maybe start something near the theater district.
Oh, so now I have a
and
good
then
idea.
meet us at the museum. I think we could get most of the town keeping an eye on that fire, and we could probably get in and out of the museum and avoid as much detection as possible.
I like the sound of that.
But you get to start a fire,
Yeah, I guess. Well,
a big fire,
when you put it that way.
and when we're done, you get to shoot off your fireworks. Remember?
Oh,
That was
yeah,
part
that's
of the
right.
plan.
Man, it's like choosing between cake and pie. How am I going to make up my mind?
Perfect.
We all know the real answer, and it's pie. First off. Second off, you guys do know that across the street, the main avenue going down the entire city, there is the theater right there. So you guys, upon leaving the museum, are directly across the street from where the theater is, if you guys wanted to check that out.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. You guys want to go to the theater?
Yeah, I guess so. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to
see
the
what's
theater.
going on.
All right, so as you guys are making your way across this very busy street, you see
There's lots of people
businesses
just shoving
doing their
around
thing.
and-
You see a lot of people going
Yeah,
up
they're
and
all-
down the
everyone's pissed
causeway.
off.
Yeah, hear a lot of that, actually. I think mainly because, Hugh, you keep stepping on people's feet on purpose. Not really sure why, but it's happening. And
Got it.
as you're making your way over there, you start to see like a small group of people forming like a semicircle right outside of the theater.
Yeah. Can I approach one of them and try to talk to them?
Yeah, make a... Yeah, you can just go over and talk to them. Yeah, you don't even need to make a check.
Okay,
just do it.
All right. Who do I see? Do I see anyone who looks particularly interesting? Or are they all just nondescript NPCs?
Well, it's funny you say that. Because actually, as you make your way over there, Hugh, you recognize immediately Loon Auto Steeple. He's out there. It seems like the small group that has formed is making a semicircle around Loon and also a GIF that you have never seen before. For reference, a GIF is a 8
We
foot.
know what a GIF. We know what a GIF is. It's a graphics interface thing.
It's also a hippo person.
Yeah, Grizz, much like your mom.
It's a
A
what?
hippo person.
A hippo person?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grizz, much like your mom.
Ooh, he got you
That
on
was
that
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah, so, but what you see on the scene is a large GIF who is a hippo person going back and forth with Loon, and they seem to be rapping and going about talking about this new kingdom. And as you make your way around there, you kind of hear the hush of the crowd as they start singing, and then all of a sudden you start hearing... Dear Your Highness, I don't mean to slander, but is this this really the time? The war just ended and you wanna go see the sights with everything we did, the sacrifice we made, a victory lap incoming. You're just marching up on the graves. We make bitter hellos and thankful goodbyes. Who cares who they worship? We have bigger fish to fry. Your obedient servant, Balin Earthcrag. And that's what this Gif, who's dressed up in what would look to be like some military attire, he's kind of wearing. And then as the music continues, more people seem to be joining into this group. And everyone just is like, hey, I can take in part of a free show. And all of a sudden you hear Loon come back in and says, Mr. Leader of the Rose Guard, you know you are the reason that I'm here, and you know better than a soldier that the trust of this kingdom could disappear. The faith in God is important. It's not something we can import, friend. I don't have an itemized list of 30 gods. Gods damn, I need this. I have not been shy. Why don't I prove that I'm the guy that moved an army to step aside and end this? God, I am no apprentice. I have the honor to be your humble new leader, T. Ram.
I'm gonna start pickpocketing.
Mixed sleight of hand check.
How do I roll on this?
A d20.
You just hit the dice thing, and then the dice icon, and you can
Oh, now
choose
we
it.
can make sure that Pat's rolling real numbers.
Yeah,
Hey,
for real.
I take offense to that.
All right, I rolled.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are using roll.
I rolled up there.
No. In natural one order, true form, I should say. Hugh has just rolled a 1.
Good.
Oh my
All
gosh,
right.
that was really funny.
I'm gonna slip my hand into the nearest man's pocket, but I'm gonna like miss and just like credit card swipe his butt cheeks.
Oh my gosh. So as you do that, a gentleman standing to your right turns around looking at you and is just kind of speechless. He's kind of blushing. It seems
I give him
that
a toothy
in-
grin.
Yeah, it seems that in the hustle and the excitement of the show, he has become sort of enraptured and is potentially swooning. So I think you caught him at a right moment. I think he's kind of making an eye at you now, thinking maybe you were trying to make a move. Do you want to say anything?
I give him the old eyebrows.
And
Yeah.
he looks back down at you as a full-sized human, and he says,
Love is love.
"Love is love is love is love," and I hope to see you tonight at the show.
Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna rob him. I'm gonna pretend
Because
to be
love is
kinky and
love.
handcuff him to the bed and then rob him blind. That's my plan. New plan, guys.
New plan for the night.
Screw the museum. New plan.
So
Hugh, I heard there's a really cool bar around the corner you can bring this this gentleman to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Cockpit.
That sounds like a good bar.
Yeah. It's right in the meat market district.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't expect it anywhere else.
So after this little encounter happens, you kind of
Manhole.
see.
Sorry.
You see, like everyone's starting to disperse a little bit. It seems like the free show's over for the day, and there's just a few Elven fans asking for autographs and just want to shake Loon's hand, and they are trying to get this Gif, who you have overheard now introducing himself as Morley Agem Jr. He's just signing parchment away and everything else like that, and all of a sudden Loon looks down and recognizes you, Hugh.
What's up, Lenny? Long time no see.
Lenny.
It's Loon, but that's totally fine. Oh my, you're coming to the show? Are you here to get some tickets? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Do you
our
have my
time in the
chicken?
steam baths. It was unforgettable, and
Yeah.
I would love to show you the theater. Remember, I told you I'd give you a tour. Remember, because you seem to be really into Tunities. So, let me go get the keys and we'll head in.
Yeah, definitely. Where's my chicken? Where's Brunhilde? I'm missing her.
I think the pixie that was helping you ate it.
Oh, adding a name to my murder list. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's not bad.
Let's check out. Do you mind my acquaintances, my definitely not friends but traveling companions join us?
Of course. Who are you guys? What are your names?
Hi, Loon. My name is Grizz, and
my name is Aang.
it's great.
It's great to meet you guys. I'm so happy that you could join Hugh. He was such a gift at the steam baths that day. Like really inspirational. I might, I'm just always writing, and I'm just writing all the time. And I figure that maybe I could put Hugh in something that I do someday.
You better pay me for appearance fees.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Hear that, Hugh? He wants to memorialize you in his musical. How do you feel about that?
I don't like music.
Yeah. Let's. Where are we going?
Going to the theater.
We're going inside.
Please. Yeah. Let's. Great.
I'm gonna whisper to them, guys. I didn't leave off on a good foot with this Lenny guy, so this might be a trap. I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Hey, Morley,
right.
can I get the keys? And Loon returns to you guys with the keys in hand as you guys make your way into the theater.
Is this theater following fire codes? Doesn't look like you have the proper number of exits.
Well, there's the one exit, one entrance over here. There's actually two doors. There's this one and that one, and we've never really had any major fire issues. I mean, we
so if there was a
strictly are
fire
forbidden
in
from using
those
fire in
doors
here.
were barred.
No,
There'd be no way
these-
to get out.
These doors are.
We got-
I mean, they're only locked when no one's here. During the show, they're unlocked.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna file that away.
All right, yeah. So back here, this is where all of the normal people sit, down on these benches. And as you guys enter and make your way around this large seated area, there's just rows and rows of benches. They look like they're like a really old mahogany. People have been sitting on these benches probably for a couple hundred years at this point. They're very well constructed, and you can tell that a lot of care has been placed in maintaining these things over time. Then, as you guys are making your way up towards the front, you see there are spiral staircases, and on each side of the stage right and stage left, there's a staircase that spirals up, and there is an upper balcony where there are a number of cushioned seats for, people willing to spend a little bit more, maybe some VIPs. They would be seated up here typically during a performance. And then as you guys make your way back over to the center of the stage, you see there's a couple sets of stairs right up here. And now Loon is going to, proceed to show you more of the actual stage in front of you. If you guys look on the stage itself, Loon's like way overly excited trying to show you all of the chairs, the shields, and and over here, this is where we have like the really big sword for where the big ending battle where the Rose King, he comes through with his sword, and like with a couple strikes he knocks down like 5 or 6 of these extra dancers that we have just floating around doing all kinds of stuff. It's really cool.
Loon, you see like someone who's really steeped in the in the history of the Rose King. Is that correct?
I consider myself not a historian, but someone who cares a lot about it.
Interesting. Now, tell me, how much of the actual history have you distorted to fit into your narrative of your musical here?
I mean, pretty much everything. You know, these people, they were just people like you and me. I try to capture the real drama, you know, between the leader of the Rose Guard and you know, like the Rose King, because that's the real drama between the two. Because the king, he really once the war is over, he really just wants to establish the idea that he's there to stay. And you have the leader of the Rose Guard, and what he's there to do is, his whole thing was to make sure that the defenses were raised and everyone was there, you know, kind of, why stop now whenever there's more things to shore up, there's more settlements on islands that we could be pursuing, all that kind of stuff. So you have these two battling it out, and I figured that's the perfect, you know, scene for rap, you know.
Wow.
Interesting.
While Loon and Grizz are talking, I'm gonna like whisper to Aang, "Hey, you should switch your sword with the prop sword. It'll be funny."
So, Loon, tell me, where did you find?
Can I roll to convince him?
Where did you learn this history of the Rose Guard?
Well, you know, I spent a lot of time up in the library at the north side of town. I spent a lot of time there. There was this really big book that was called T. Ram, and it's all about the Rose King. And I spent, you know, an entire, I wouldn't call it a vacation, but I didn't really have a house at the time, so I wasn't at home, you know. But now I've made it. You know, I was able to procure this lute, and just one song after one song I started writing, and I just couldn't put down the pen, or the quill rather.
Could I see that lute of yours? It sounds quite special.
I keep it locked behind stage. I don't know if I could actually show it to you right now, but
I wouldn't give it to him.
That's it. I got the best idea. You guys here tonight, you got to see the whole show.
Yeah, I would love a ticket to the show.
These tickets are really hard to get, so I'm not gonna say that scalping is really bad in this city, but I mean, the UTC usually charges like 5 times the cover just to get in. So this is like, from me to you, Hugh, you made such an impact on me. You know, it was crazy. Nothing crazy like that ever happens.
Well, you know,
in the baths,
you know, I'm
ever.
an artist, a performance artist, really. And me throwing Brunhilde the chicken at your face was a metaphor for my love of the theater, and I'm really pleased that you got my artistic work. Not many people do.
Yeah, literally, like no one.
I totally
ever
got
does.
it.
I'm very avant-garde.
You just have such an old soul, Hugh, and I can just feel it.
True.
Maybe it's all this time I've spent looking back in history about the differences between T-Ram and Beelin Earthcrag. That's the general, by the way. That's the guy I was talking about. I just think between the two of them, you fit right
Yeah,
in.
Beelin's kind of a dick, but yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I see that.
So,
I guess everyone has a home, Aang.
So as you guys are making your way,
So you
on
actually
the
do
stage,
fit it.
You're seeing more props over in the corner in the bottom left-hand side, and you see a bunch of crates. That's probably where he keeps his musical instruments.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Whenever they're not being
I'm casting
used.
locate object on loot.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely know that the loot is like
wait, it only
10
works
feet in
if
front of
I've
you.
seen the object before up close.
You have not done that.
So I can't cast that. Never mind.
Is there anything else you guys like to investigate over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the theater and see if I notice anything interesting.
All right. Roll an
Anything
investigation check.
worth noting.
I'm going to look for flammable objects.
This whole place is made out of wood. I think you found it.
Good to know.
Oh boy.
Good.
I mean,
to
there's
know.
some stone, but most of everything in here is made out of wood. Aang, are you going to make an investigation check as well?
Yeah. All right.
Sure. I'll click 20. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Ayo!
I call hacks.
Suck it, Pat. You're not special.
You both rolled 20s.
Jeez. I like this program.
All right, so as you guys are looking around, you return to where these crates are, and behind there's several chairs you can see. You actually notice that in the very corner of this room, you see like a square red rug, and when you lift it up, you actually are seeing a trap door.
I want to open the trap door.
I'm gonna go open that trap door because no one could hear what Pat said.
Sorry, I'm gonna open that trap door.
Okay, so as you
I lean away from my mic to breathe.
as you attempt to open this hatch, Loon runs over to you guys, more excited than usual, which is kind of scary to see. But he runs over to you and says, "Wait! I know it goes under the street, and I've been told by the museum curator that it even goes into the museum, but I haven't gone down there before, and I don't think we should. I'm gonna have to stop you, though."
Oh, really?
I'll let you stop us because I'm choosing to, not because you're actually stopping me. I just wanted to be clear.
Hugh, you're funny, Hugh. I get you.
So, Loon, does this just lead between the theater and the museum, or is it connected to other passageways?
I've been told that it just leads directly over to the museum. It's a funny story. It's actually part of the history of Brintz, and it's actually in the show, which you'll see tonight. There's a scene
of course
where
you have a song about it.
the city of Brintz is being attacked, and people are climbing the city walls. These very same walls that you see around here today, the very same ones. And in order to save this was back when the museum only had one floor. There was only just paintings from the previous empire before the Rose King unified the entire continent. And what they did was they took all of this art against Balin Earthcrag's suggestion, and they were able to save all of the artwork by taking it through this underground tunnel and sneaking it out through the theater.
Do I believe him? Do I believe him that it only connects the theater and the museum? I don't know if I buy that.
Make an insight check.
Insight. That's a 16 plus. Insight. 16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah, you get a really good read that he's being honest with you. As far as he knows, because he's never been down there, he was told not to go down there. But in doing his research, he learned of this story, confirmed it with the curator, and to you, he's being 100% sincere.
Now, Loon, I know I've heard quite a bit about your show, and I feel like the titular character wasn't really known for being patient, right? Wasn't he just like sort of a gregarious man, and he really went after things? He wasn't so into waiting for things to happen for him.
It really reminded me of myself.
I mean, that's exactly it. The King Ram was a man like no other. He could make an entire room swoon before him, and he would make an entire army tremble in front of him. There was just something about him after Balin Earthcrag and Your Highness Ram himself. They met, and they went down to the southern tip of the continent, and after that the war completely changed, and the tide of the war changed, and lo and behold, here we are today, 1,000 years later, the Empire still going strong. I mean, you could argue the UTC's been taking control of more and more lately, but I mean, the monarch, she still rules, and there's still order. No one's really fighting.
That's quite the story. My point is that, you know, well-behaved men rarely make history, and something's telling me we need to look in this passage here, and I think we should all pull from the great example that your character set, and kind of take destiny by the balls, as it were.
Hey, Len, there any mention in your history books? You know, everyone thinks the king was a dwarf, but I heard he was actually just a fat hobbit. What do you think about that?
You mean a halfling?
Yeah.
No, he was...
Sorry, they don't like to be called that these days. Sorry, I didn't know that was the proper terminology.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's only been that way for the past, 600 years, but I'll let it slide. But he was definitely a human. There's a lot of art that he's, 6 foot tall.
You know, they say the painting adds 3 feet. You know, that's what they say.
Never heard that.
I have heard that. As he points over to a mural that's been drawn of himself that's actually 9 feet tall, and it's 3 feet taller than him.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Man, we're just really vibing here, Lenny.
About this trapdoor, can we fucking open this
I'm a
thing?
little curious
I kind of want to
myself,
see where
too.
it goes.
I can't let you guys do it right now. I just can't.
So right now, maybe after the show.
Aang, you're a sneaky one, I see. Must be that silver tongue.
I am a dragon.
I gotta say, Loon, I expected you to take great inspiration from the characters you sing so passionately about, but I have to say you've come up quite short, in my opinion. For a man who sings about the great doings and bravery and tenacity of our former leaders, you've seemed to take away nothing from their stories, and I find that to be incredibly disappointing. Good
Make
day, sir.
a charisma check.
Oh no.
He said, "Good day, sir."
Hold on.
Oh,
That's a 12. Hold on. Let's see if I have good charisma. 12 plus. Is that just straight
Yeah.
charisma? So 15. 12 plus 3.
He looks at you with the biggest puppy dog eyes that are just full, about to see tears drop from the side of his face. I don't think you've ever seen anyone before that exudes as much emotion with a single look than you've ever seen right now. And he says,
Is his lip
Chris,
quivering? I hope he's crying.
I'm so sorry, but I can't. I mean, maybe if it was another day, but tonight I'm just really stressed out. The mayor is going to be here tonight for the performance. I'm trying to get a lot of really cool and important people to be here tonight, which is why I'm asking you guys to be here as my guests. I mean, Hugh, everyone in the baths talked about that for the next 2 weeks, even though it's only been 3 days. But
They're gonna talk about it for 2 weeks.
I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what, Loon. I'll tell you what. I think we'll come this evening.
I'll make it up to you. I swear, I'll
We'll
make it
check
up
out-
to you.
We'll check out your show. We'll watch your show. But I want you to wait for it. I will not be satisfied until we get inside this tunnel. I want to see what's going on in there. I don't want to wait for it. I want to see it tonight after the show. Can we agree on that?
I will
at least?
raise a glass to that. We will talk about it later. And I think with that, you guys kind of get your whole tour. You guys have kind of seen everything there is to see in this theater. You know that there is also a secondary stage door. It's hidden to look like the wall itself, but behind this table in almost right off the center stage, there is what appears to be an additional exit door through the street for dramatic effect during productions.
Is that on the? You said behind the stage.
Yeah, like I made a little circle, kind of in the middle of center stage. It's like right behind that table over there.
Gotcha. Okay, and that exits into the street.
Yeah, it exits into the street.
Now, what I imagine, you said that these two buildings are adjacent from one another.
They're across the main drag from
They're
each
across
other.
the street from each other.
Are the main entrances facing each other?
No, actually, the entrance to the theater is on the far side of the museum.
So are they back to back, or are they front to front, or front to back?
It's like
Side
back
to
to
back.
side.
It's like side to back,
Because the museum entrance,
right?
yeah.
Wait,
They're across the street from
Yes.
each other, but the main entrance to the theater is on the opposite side of the street, or like from where the street is.
Yeah. They're back to back with a street in between them.
Basically.
They're back to back with a street in between them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They both take up a block. As we're walking out, I'm walking along Len, as I like to call him, and I just look at him and I smile like, I'm glad that worked out with Grizz. Otherwise, we're gonna have to break your legs.
He has
give him a
this
toothy grin and walk out.
speechless expression on his face. You definitely shook him a little bit with that one. He's like, I think I know what he's saying, but then I just don't.
All right.
Wow.
One last time. Can we see what's in that trapdoor right now?
It's not gonna happen right now, Grizz.
All right. You know, I really hope that this show.
You're
I
being
really
a rude guest,
I really hope
Grizz. You're
this show
embarrassing
goes all
me.
the way tonight. I'm really excited to see it, and
It's
I
gonna
gotta
turn
say,
your
it's pretty
world
quiet
upside down.
Oh, interesting. Well, I can't wait. Yeah. I hope it's been pretty quiet uptown today. I hope that we hear a raucous cacophony after the show tonight.
You will be stripped down to your socks, knocked out from this show.
Cool.
I mean that. And he like winks at like all three of you, and you're not sure.
Like 3 winks, like
Yeah.
in one for
And he
each
goes
of
on
Each
us.
is a little
rapid
bit
fire,
more
like,
seductive than
right,
the other.
left, right.
Machine gun winks. Just is there and is something wrong with your eye,
It's
Len?
Loon, but it's. I really got to start getting ready. I'll see you guys in like 4 hours.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to be in the room where it happens. Goodbye, Loon.
And he like closes the door behind you as you say that one.
All right.
As soon as the door closes, I turn to Annie like, you switched your sword, right?
No, I forgot.
All right, gentlemen.
Damn it.
Plus, I'm
Annie.
not carrying a
Let's mix
sword.
it up.
I'm carrying an axe.
They wouldn't have noticed.
Like a 50-pound great axe. Little thespian picks it up. So, gentlemen, what comes next?
I think we should go grab a
I
drink and
say-
some food in the meantime.
That's
I love
exactly what I was thinking.
Why don't we go to the Frosty Mug and we can talk about our plan?
idea.
That's a
Sounds
good
good.
place to talk about that.
All right, and you guys
Sounds
enter
good.
into the Frosty Mug, to the familiar scene. There are several dwarves, the same dwarves, in fact, that were there the last time. They're sitting there in their corner again, drinking. You see the dwarf bartender who was there the last time, and you also see the dragonborn waitress. And as she greets you at the door, saying, "Grab whatever seat you want." As you can see, we're pretty slow, so take a seat.
Do I? I'm gonna look around. Do I notice
No.
Hilda anywhere?
She's definitely
She's not
not
there?
there. She would still
Okay.
either be fixing the things that got broken last night, or definitely not hanging out at a bar looking for you.
I know.
Fair.
I noticed the same guy who I assaulted during Hilda and Grizz's date, and he's at the bar, and I'm gonna look at him intimidatingly until he gives me a seat.
Make an intimidation check.
How do I roll on this thing? Fuck yeah! Oh wait, no, that's Zeki's. Why you gotta do that to me, Zeki?
To dash your hopes and dreams.
And-
He does not stand up. He kind of like scowls at you, rubs the back of his head, and
I get a bonus, don't I? Hold on.
What is going
hold
on
up.
right now?
Intimidation.
just all
Let's
tie-dye all the
see.
time.
Let's see what I add. Let's see what I add to intimidation.
Doing?
-1. -1
Yeah,
is what I
see?
add to that. Okay.
So he definitely is just kind of looking at you, scowling and rubbing the back of his head where you hit him before. Get your own seat.
All right, I'm gonna shuffle off.
Do you guys sit together?
Yeah.
All right, are we getting
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
getting a table? Is that what we're doing?
The dragonborn woman comes back over and says to you, "Okay, my name's Orwin, and I'm looking at you, short one. There'll be no going behind the bar today. I'll be getting the drinks for you guys. What would you like?"
I don't know what you're talking about, but you may be confusing me with my evil twin brother. He is about these parts. You can recognize him by his goatee.
I'll. I'm just gonna ignore what he says. I'll just take a draft, please.
And for you,
I'll have a beer as well, please.
okay, sounds perfect. She runs off to go grab you guys a couple beers. I think it's assumed that Hugh, you're also going to be getting a beer.
I would like a white Russian. I will tell her when she returns, though. After she's
Do
already.
they know what the word Russian means?
I'll explain it.
You'd like a white dragon coat?
Sure, that works. I always like to load up on dairy before a big heist.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
So, I guess now is the best time for us to talk about how we're going to pull off this little caper we have going on right now.
I think it's pretty obvious, just bada bing, bada boom. We slip into the theater during the show and make our way to that trap door, which I'm sure goes to the museum. I mean, who would put a conveniently placed trap door like that if we didn't need it to get into the museum?
The trap door, isn't that in the middle of the theater?
No, it's back behind the on the stage, in the back corner of the stage.
Oh, did Loon give us laminate passes? I don't think we have access to the back of
Oh,
the stage.
I have a
guys.
plan for that.
Okay. Please.
What
enlighten
we're
us,
going to do,
Hugh.
we're going to find a couple of the actors for the play, and they're going to meet unfortunate accidents. And Lynn is so impressed with my acting skills, we can come to the rescue and offer our services and, fill in the roles.
Hugh, I love that idea. I love your energy. I think that's a great plan B. Do we have anything maybe more less violent than making sure a bunch of their actors meet an untimely demise?
Why? Who said anything about killing them? God, Jesus. Dark man.
Do we not remember the goblin we were trying to interrogate back in Green Foam?
Don't.
The one you shot in the leg and killed?
I don't recall.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I don't think that interrogation is our strong suit, gents. I think we can weasel our way backstage, right?
Oh yeah, Loon loves us.
We just met him this afternoon.
Well, if you do recall, Hugh, he met you the first
Okay,
time
so
you
let's say-
got into this city.
True. All of 12 hours earlier.
So let's just say we get backstage. We get backstage and we get through the trap door. Well, can we even open the trap door? Was it locked when we saw it?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I mean, I can open things, so we have that going for us. But does anyone know if that trap door is locked?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's locked. I was just.
Do we know if it's
I
locked?
was just gonna blow it open.
You don't know if it's locked, actually.
In the
You
middle-
guys were about to start trying, and Loon quickly put an end to that. He was like, I don't need any trouble, kind of thing.
So
I mean, regardless if it's locked or not, I'm gonna blow it open.
that's not good. Okay, so don't do that, please. Okay, so we go to the show. We get backstage.
We enjoy a lovely performance.
Yeah, I'd like to wait at least until the second act, if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, I'd prefer to wait until after, just to.
Well, you want to wait till the show's over?
Yeah.
I kind of get antsy, you know. Plus, we want to
think-
get out
I
of there
think-
before traffic gets too bad.
This is true too.
think
There's a lot of foot traffic there.
Foot traffic, yeah, of course. I do think that it probably would behoove us to do it during the middle of the performance when people are most focused on the play at hand.
On
right?
where we're trying to break in, yeah, that's a great plan. I like it.
Well, I think if the door is backstage, is it behind anything? I can't remember exactly the placement of it.
It's behind like a curtain.
Let's look at this a little closer here.
Yeah, it's like back in the corner.
Is that the bottom
So
right
the
hand,
curtain
bottom
would
left hand
kind of
corner
like
there?
Yeah, it's
be
like right
that.
here.
Like you could see the whole, like that's how the whole stage would kind of be. Like whenever
Gotcha.
it's pulled,
Okay.
it'll go straight across. But like right
Gotcha.
now, it's just when it's open, you can like see the whole thing back there, like going there, and then going like there.
But that bottom corner
Yes.
is the door there. Bottom left hand corner. Okay. All right. I think we have a plan, gentlemen.
Did we agree on something?
Yeah, I think we can. That door looks like it's obscured by the curtain of the stage there. I think if we sneak our way into the curtain, behind the curtain, and through the trap door, we can make
Here's
our way
your
into the
beers.
museum.
As Orwin comes back,
qui-
she drops her beers.
Ah, yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, dear. Thank you, dear. Could you do us with another order of the wings? I had them the other night. They were fantastic.
I want
A little fiery.
jalapeno poppers.
And jalapeno poppers for the dwarf.
I am a hobbit. Thank you very much.
I say dwarf as in the short person. I understand that you're not an actual dwarf.
I want other
Cute.
dwarves here to be offended by that as well.
Orwin kind of looks at you and glares at you, Gris, and says, "You can't say that kind of stuff here. This isn't that kind of place. I don't know where you think you are, but here, everyone's equal."
Goddamn right.
Sure. My most sincere apologies and yada yada yada. Wings, please, and I'll give her a silver piece for the beers.
Oh, thanks.
Hope she
I roll
spits
over
these
here.
things.
All right. So, what do we think, guys? You think we have a plan we can go on here?
I mean, worst comes to worst, we just set everything on fire and sneak in during the ensuing chaos.
There is always that. Which is one reason why I suggested we wait till the end. Because I had a feeling fire was going to be involved.
Hugh, I think we should save the fire for afterwards.
I'm still going. I still think we should go with impersonate a couple members of the play.
I don't think
That's a good idea.
I don't have a period costume. I haven't gotten my hair done lately. I'm not stage
You don't
ready.
have hair.
Right. Well, you know what I mean. I haven't had my wig hair done lately.
Yeah. I'm not exactly the stage type. So
All right,
So
you
that's a
guys-
no. That's a no. Hugh.
yes.
Zeki, check your PMs.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. On
Actually, you know what I'm going to
what
PM you.
application? On what application are you sending this to me?
I guess Discord.
Okay. And now my bandwidth will take a shit.
Well, gentlemen, I'm loaded up, so I think I'm gonna take a nap before the big night tonight.
I don't think we have time for a nap
I'll
there, Hugh. I think we
rendezvous with you later.
That didn't sound suspicious at all.
No, not at all, Hugh. Not at all. So are you actually leaving the bar?
Yep. I'm gonna, make my way towards our room, but then last minute, just sidestep towards the front door.
God damn it. All right, I guess it's just it's me. it's just us. Hang.
Oh boy.
What do you think we're gonna do here, pal?
Well, we gotta hope that Hugh doesn't just kill somebody to get into the show. But if he does, we probably should try to. I don't even know. I think sneaking during the show is going to be our best bet. Either that or wait until the crowd dissipates and we kind of hang out till everybody leaves.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we got to do this during the show. I feel like we need that distraction to get us behind the curtain, you know?
As long as we can figure a way to get up on the stage, I think we'll be all right.
I don't think we can throw away our shot here, you know?
Not in the room where it happens.
No. All right, well, I guess can we fast forward to showtime?
Yeah, right. Before we do that, I'm going to have Hugh make a charisma check.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sweet.
Oh boy. What are we about to witness here?
You rolled an 18, probably -1, correct? Since you are showered.
I am showered. And it's charisma.
Is that a bonus in his class? Like showered or not showered?
Well,
No,
remember
he gave
for
me
a while he was just covered
when I
in
was,
like...
when I was like covered in blood and troll guts.
No, with the Gerblin shoes? Yeah.
the Gerblin shoes, and like then he like just... When you guys killed that... what was that, a troll?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, whenever you guys killed that troll,
Luke
he was
Skywalkered
like
it.
covered in like intestines.
Oh, yeah.
I climbed inside to stay
Yeah.
warm.
He went full tauntaun.
Yeah, exactly. Never go full tauntaun.
Jeez.
So you rolled an 18, so minus your -1, you're at a 17. Which is good enough. Somehow you managed to talk to one of the ensemble members, and you noticed that there was another halfling in the ensemble, and they just roll a D100.
A D100. All right. I guess should I just roll two D10s?
Is it not in the
Yeah, like there's a
thing?
D100. 14. Well, so 10 plus 4, so 104. Nope, that's not how that works.
No.
If you go into the
it'll be 14.
advanced...
Yeah. If you go into advanced, it'll let you select the D100 in the
Ah,
drop
there
down.
it is.
Yeah.
12.
I think you were better with the 14.
Yeah.
But no, that's fine. So with the 12, they ended up having some sickness. I think
My
they had also had the wings for some reason.
I used my poisoner's kit on the entire batch of wings on my way out.
You run into the kitchen on your way out.
I run into the
Yeah,
kitchen.
there's no way they're letting you in the kitchen after last time. She specifically called you out on that.
I'm tiny and sneaky.
So's the dwarf.
We've
behind
learned
the
that you're
bar.
not. Definitely not one of those things.
But luckily for you, one of the ensemble has gotten sick, and you are easily able to persuade them to sit it out tonight, in that you've studied all of the choreography. You've been to at least a dozen of these shows, and you could probably do it in your sleep. So they believe it, mostly because of the sudden urge to go to the restroom as they were running out the door back to their house. They threw you a hat, and you were on your way.
Excellent.
So we'll fast forward. Now that
Do we know what role you just lucked into?
no. Like I said, he's part of the ensemble, so he's going to be one of the people dancing and spinning around throughout the entire show.
A lot of this.
A lot of jazz hands.
Yeah.
If there's a
little
lot
bit
of spinning, I'm definitely wearing a big yellow ball gown, like Belle in Beauty and the Beast. That's the costume I'm going for when I get there.
Oh my.
Like one of those like basket hoop gowns that are like 14 feet wide. That's what I'm wearing in the show.
With like whalebone ribs, or
Yes.
like whale ribs or whatever.
Yep, and a powdered wig.
Oh my god. Yes, you definitely have a large powdered wig on, and
And it's ruined, by the way. No one else can wear it ever again. It just stinks to hell.
Scarl is wearing her best tutu.
Wait, Scarl's a girl?
Unclear.
Oh, okay, well, all right. Well, you said her, so I think that makes it somewhat clear, but okay. And you've definitely referred to him with a masculine pronoun before.
Oh, absolutely.
You've definitely called him a good boy. Number of times.
Hugh's not quite sure.
Okay, I mean, hey, whatever, sure.
All right.
All right, so we at the performance now?
Yeah, you guys, you two make your way up to the entrance, and
we have good seats, right?
Yeah, you guys have. You are actually in the front row. You guys seem to have gotten some of the good seats.
I peek out behind the curtain and I wave at him.
And my jaw just drops. Like,
Knew he wasn't going for a nap.
like
you put him on the stage.
like a small child, like a small child peeking out at their first recital and waving at their parents videotaping in the audience. That's what I'm waving, all excited and giddy at you guys.
That's exactly it.
God.
Oh, boy. What are we about to watch?
So, while you guys are sitting there, you see a lot of people coming in. It's starting to fill up. And you notice that there's an entourage coming through. And they seem to be coming up the side of the stage, past all the rows on the northern side of the building. And you see them coming up kind of down the rows and going up the spiral staircase up to the balcony, where there are the much more comfortable seats, probably a much higher price to be paid for these kind of for the view of the whole stage like that. And you see an entourage of four bodyguard looking in type 4 bodyguards, and you also see a familiar dark red robe. And you also happen to see someone who also is wearing a robe, but he quickly brushes the robe off to the side, and you see this very eccentric, very articulated leather and metal armor. And you hear people whispering.
Take it off his corpse.
You hear people whispering that the mayor of the city, Gax Tarl, has just arrived.
Gax Tarl?
Yes.
Is this Star Wars?
No. So you see with Gax is this... What you now can see is a female elf wearing a very dark robe. The dark red robe that you, Gris, have seen before.
Okay. I think I know who... We know who this is, right? Or we can assume who this is. This is the mage.
Make a perception check.
Former. Okay. We get to use the little roller.
Yeah.
That's 12. Hold on. Plus 13.
All right. Yeah, you definitely recognize that as the same robe that was stalking you guys as you were leaving the museum earlier today.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna nudge Q. Nudge Aang and just kind of give him a little head nod and be like, "Hey, we're not alone here, friend."
Wait. I wonder what brings that company in here.
I'm sure it's not Hugh's performance.
Probably the show, I whisper from stage.
You guys magically see the lights flicker, and everyone starts taking their seats, and within a couple minutes, the show starts. And there, front and center, from the opening number up until the intermission, you see Hugh doing... make a performance check for me, Hugh.
I am.
Let's go.
I am a hobbit. I get to re-roll ones.
You do get to reroll ones,
I get to
please be a
reroll
two.
ones.
but you have to keep this
If
one.
he rolls a 1 again, he has
Yeah,
to
I have to
the
keep
one,
it though.
right?
Oh, he has to keep it. Yep.
Performance.
He rolled a 1 and then a 3.
Yep. So
Beautiful.
Is that
This is gonna be a good show.
Or
performance.
No, performance is under charisma.
-1, so 2. I make left shark look like Michael Jackson.
You do. There is a lot of fumbling on the stage, and there's a couple
In my
moments where
big
Loon,
yellow ball gown.
yeah, where Loon actually turns to look at you and sees you, recognize you, is extremely happy. He's not upset that you're making these mistakes, but at the same time,
Wait, I have a question. How many dabs does Hugh execute on stage?
I do the rare quadruple dab in quick succession,
This is one of these,
like
like,
machine
roll a
gun.
D4,
Yeah, exactly. Looks like a strobe light is on. My arms are moving so fast.
you roll a
I'm
D8
dabbing
for
so
me?
fast and so hard.
Please remind us what this show is actually even about. just
it's
for
about
context
you
of
now.
how bad Jerry is fucking it up here, or Hugh is fucking it up here.
I look at Loon and I just whisper, "It's avant-garde."
The show is about the first Rose King and how he united the land and ended the war to bring upon this 1,000 years of peace that has existed since the end of the Great War.
With lots of dabs.
Yeah, roll a D8 for me. You
Yes,
managed to pull off 8 dabs during the performance.
the maximum allowable dabs.
In a dress.
in a yellow ball gown.
In a yellow ball gown, yes. Oh, it's fantastic.
Beard and all.
So, intermission happens, and
People are confused.
people are very confused. There seems to be a little bit of chatter about Hugh as he's spinning and twirling and whirling and doing all kinds of dabbing.
Well, Grizz, Hugh seems to be doing a pretty good job of making a distraction of things.
Yeah,
so.
I think maybe now we can, just for the sake of kind of knowing the layout, the people who entered, the mayor and the red-robed mystery person, they are like above us on the, I guess, on the map on the like the lower wall, or they're on the other balcony on the opposite side.
They're on the upper wall.
Yep.
Opposite from where we're sitting.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
they
drew.
walked in where that blue line is.
Yes, and then they went upstairs. So that's like a second level
Gotcha.
above
yeah,
everybody
gotcha.
else.
All right. I'm gonna stand up and do the shuffle. I go, excuse me. Walk by everyone in front of me.
You know we're in the front row. You don't actually have to go.
Yeah, but I do
shuffle
it
past
anyway. I get like real close. I get real uncomfortably close to them. I like push my ass to them, kind of like slide my tail across a couple people, not like sexually, just to be really awkward. Excuse me.
Yeah, and actually during the intermission, there's enough people that have also left to use the restroom, go buy a drink, maybe buy some merchandise, and right in front of you, the female elf comes down from her seat and approaches you and looks over to Aang and beckons
I'm gonna
you
try to
over
slip away in the
with her
crowd.
finger.
I don't want to talk to him. I want to slip away in the crowd and lose him.
I make awkward eye contact and just kind of end up just making like a little shrug, like I kind of showing like I can't really get over to you. Sorry.
She walks closer to you guys. She kind
No,
of.
I'm losing her in the crowd. I'm like taking off. This is some this is the red road person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. I'm gonna give her the slip.
She says loudly as she sees you trying to get lost in the crowd. How has Chalup been doing?
I don't listen. I give her the slip. Why can't I do this? Why don't you let me do this?
And
Chris
I
throws
just
his
unknowingly am
hands-
like, oh, she's good. She's good. She's good.
Throws his hands over his ears and say, "No, no, 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 no! I can't hear
I'm
you."
leaving. I am getting away from this person.
How do you know Shalou?
I want yeah, like Aang can like be best friends. I don't want anything to do with this person. I don't trust him.
She walks up to Aang and says, "Are you three the new dopes that she hired to do her bidding?"
I don't know about dopes.
What a perfect way to respond to being called dope by a long drawn out.
I shout from backstage, "Unclear, unclear."
I'm just kind of here by myself. I don't know who that other guy was.
Don't lie to me. I saw you leaving the museum.
You were there?
Of course I was there.
I wasn't paying attention to anything around me. I was just looking for a door.
That was clearly evident. Your friend, however, what do they call him?
I don't know which one.
The Tiefling.
Oh, that's shit. What's his name?
Bill,
Huh?
Bill. I shout from backstage.
Oh, you just mean Bill.
Whoever this Bill character is, he may have caught my robes as you were leaving, but don't be so sure that I wasn't watching you as well.
Well, I kind of feel flattered by that. I've never really had somebody just admiring me from afar. Know how
what
to
do you
flatter
think?
a guy.
What do you think she wants you to do this for, Chalou?
I don't know.
Don't you see? I chose the winning side. Maybe you should three. Maybe you three should too. You sure? You three? I think you should leave town and not concern yourself with the things you don't understand. I'm sure that my idiotic... How should I say it? Ex? Did not even tell you what to look for.
Wait, what? Your ex? You dated Shalou?
I know her spies are trying to figure out what I'm doing. Maybe you're one of them.
No, I don't think. Come on now. You really think that we have some kind of play here with your ex? Who even is your ex?
Shalou, of course. What do you think I am, stupid?
I don't know. I don't even know
You're
you.
here on Rose Guard.
Who are
business.
you? You just come in here assuming I know who you are. Like you're some bit like people know you or something. Like you're a big deal.
Excuse me. I forget myself. I am Gordana Roseliff.
Well, that's a name. Gordana. Cool. And what side do you think that we happen to be a part of?
I don't know. Gris, what are you doing while this is taking place?
I moved my guy to the trap door. That's what I'm doing. I thought that was the plan. I guess, am I doing this by myself?
I've set fire to the curtain
Oh my god.
Oh shit, look behind you.
for the distraction.
Why would you draw attention to where he is? by drawing attention to the stage.
And I shout fire in a crowded theater.
Gris, how did you get behind stage?
I've been on...
How did I get behind stage?
Yeah.
It's a stage. It's not like this is not barbed wire. You just like walk up the stairs onto the stage. Is there like a guard there?
I mean, you definitely wouldn't be allowed to just walk up on stage during intermission.
This
I
isn't the
sneak on
local
stage?
community theater.
Can I sneak? I will try. I will attempt. Who's all right,
There's
so,
at least
there's-
an usher.
Yeah, there's several ushers.
Okay, so like I'll be.
In
like,
in
I
which
can go
case
to
you
the
would be
usher.
right by where Aang is talking to her.
Wait, right there?
Yeah, those are
where the
those are
stairs
the
are.
only steps onto the stage.
Those are the only steps onto the. All right, what if I
Yeah.
like belly up to the stage, and like like belly up to it, and then just like kick my legs over the side and kind of like awkwardly stand up.
Like when you're trying to get out
What
of
if I want-
a swimming pool.
I feel like actually no. I feel like Grizz could hop up onto the stage. If it's like only 3 feet high, I feel like he can jump that. He's pretty athletic.
Okay. So you
So I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm putting my guy because I don't want to be part of this red robe woman. I'm over here by the stage.
You want to show me on the doll where the red woman touched you, Pat? You don't really like it too much for no reason.
Listen, I don't know why you're trying to talk to this person. That's insane. I'm just surprised
No
you
new
give her
friends.
my name and home address.
Hey,
I don't know where you live.
An alias.
Otherwise, I'd be considering doing
So
it.
who are you new dopes? All right, I'm jumping on the stage. There's a fire. People are distracted. I'm jumping on the
People
stage.
are panicking, and there's a wave of people making their way to the door. I'm sure.
I think you
I
should
think
make
that's
your way
actually-
back over
So-
to the mayor. There's a fire going on here, so you probably should take care of him.
So she looks from you to where Gris hopped up on stage and where Hugh is still poking out his head on the side of the curtain that's currently on fire. And she says to you, what?
I want to jump on the trap door, but have like my hoop of my ball gown get caught, and I just kind of like slip out of the dress out the bottom, and it just leaves the dress standing there like a ghost is in it.
So you're saying you open the trap door?
Yeah.
That's part number one of this plan, right?
Well, I put my
Otherwise-
dress.
otherwise
I
you would just
go
jump
over
on a
it.
stationary
I
object.
go over and I stand over it with my dress, and I like slip down out of my dress, so it's covering like camouflage as I open the trap door. So it's like a little. I basically like made a impromptu tent over the trap
Okay,
door.
so I guess Zeki, would he roll for dress physics? I suppose. Like, how does that work?
That would be probably an athletics or a dexterity check or an acrobatics check, maybe.
All right, let's.
But before any of that happens,
As I told you, miss, my friends are not dopes.
she looks at you, Aang, and sees everything that's going on behind you, and says, "I've started working for someone who wants to be the change this kingdom so desperately needs. I used the Rose Guard to find out the rose petals were real, and now my new employer seeks them out.
Sounds shady to me.
One sits in the museum as we speak. I'm sure that's what you came here for. But you know exactly what it is, right? Like, there's no reason you'll have any trouble finding the shield.
Of course not. Of course not. What?
Well, you'll never get your hands on it. Ever." And with that, she snaps her fingers. The fire goes out. And you see 6 guards coming down the stairs running at you with their swords drawn.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna run up onto the stage now. and follow my compatriots down into the trapdoor.
That trapdoor is still locked.
Well, gonna go over to the trapdoor with
we never
right.
really determined that, right?
No, you never determined it,
But it's locked.
Now we know.
but it's definitely
Can
locked.
All right, I'm gonna unlock it then.
Wait, I'm still
I have
doing my
thieves-
dress
I have thieves'
physics.
tools. That's
I'm rolling for dress physics. Here we go. All right.
So that does not work at all.
Plus.
so like you go to sink into the dress and you just stay there. And it's like starts choking you a little bit.
is it at plus acrobatics? I have
Yeah.
I have plus 4 acrobatics, so that brings it to 7.
That's not quite gonna get you there. You manage to pop a button on the front of your dress, and it flings and shoots Chris in the eye.
Can I roll? Can I roll now to unlock this door?
Sure.
What?
All right, guys.
You put your that was a 9, and so you put your
That's
key,
with a plus
your
6.
lockpick right into the hole of the lock, and you're jingling and you're jangling and you're getting 1 pin and then 2 pins and then it slips, and all the while the guards are now storming the stage. People are starting to run out the back entrance, and it's starting to clear out.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna take my battle axe and just smash this door. Fuck it. And
All right, you guys each have, I would say, 1 thing to do before the guards will be on top of you. And you're
Can I
going
try to unlock the door again?
What?
Oh wait, no. All right. We should do one thing.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
get
wait-
like
I'm gonna
one
wait for Aang
shot
to make
before
his
the
action.
guards are right there, so you can either ready your weapon. You could try to get that door open one last time.
Aang, you want to take a shot at this? I'm gonna tell you, Aang, you want to
yeah,
take a shot
let
at
me
this?
let me just try swinging at the door, see if I can break it open. So, Do I roll a 20 or?
Yeah, roll me a d20. How'd you get a -1?
That was mine. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
7.
So you take your battle axe, and when you swing it over your head, you're doing it with such force because you're trying to break the lock that you just happen to miss on the outside and you hit the stage. You don't even hit the lock.
Damn it.
Oh, Loon's gonna be pissed. I will. So
At this point, Loon and the entire cast is running around half dressed, in between changes, like close wardrobe changes, and they're starting to run out the back too. They're like, and Loon just looks at you and goes, "Guys, what are you doing? I was gonna help you. Just,
question:
what did you do?"
How is the Peggy analog looking, half dressed?
I mean, that's
No?
you.
Nothing?
So
No, the Peggy analog. Wait, that's me.
that's you.
It's
I
you.
mean, that's the yellow dress.
No, he's Peggy. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's the yellow dressed hobbit. Okay. I'm going to draw my my short sword, or my rapier rather.
I mean, I already have my battle axe in my hands, so.
Yep.
Can I? You said I can't use mold earth to do stuff, right? Like, can I?
Not on a wooden stage.
Yeah, but can I? Oh, there's no stone. It's all wood.
Yeah. I have to think around your craziness.
Hugh.
What?
Hugh.
What do you want?
You see these fuckers over here? You got some fire you can throw at them or something? You've been wanting to burn something down.
I think I could do something. Hold on. Let's see. I want to rummage around in my bag. Oh, yeah. I'm going to cast... So where are the guards? They're heading us. I'm going to cast in this area of the stage, basically separating us from the guards. I'm going to cast Spiked Growth on it. So the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within this area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Dang! So it's like at the outside of where we are?
Yep, the transformation, it's outside of where we are. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom check against your spell save to recognize the terrain is hazardous before entering it.
Yes!
I like it. So since all of them are right in front of you and can see, they won't have to make the check, but it is all difficult terrain and stuff like that. Like,
So they take damage?
For every 5 feet they move, they take 2d4. So are they stopping, or are they still coming at us?
they will keep coming at you guys.
All right. So how many feet is each square?
About 5 feet.
All right. So they got three squares. It looks like.
Yeah. So you said 20 foot, or
For every 5 feet, they take 2d4. So that would be 15 feet total. So they would take 3d4 times 2.
Can I also, in addition to with drawing my rapier, can I move slightly to the right here so that no one was within 5 feet of me?
yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna slide him over so no one's within 5 feet.
Yeah, so Hugh, it basically kind of looks like that. It's like a big circle.
Yeah. It's. Oh yeah, 20-foot radius. Yep.
A 20-foot radius is a 40-foot diameter. That's really big.
Yeah, so it's actually that circle's even bigger. That circle is basically half
Yeah.
the stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got all those boys. I'm like, yeah, you. That's a spell.
Yeah, it's actually about that.
Nice.
All right. All right. So I'm good. Everyone else good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should I roll for damage?
Yeah. Roll your d4s.
So
I mean,
first 5, so 5, 6, 4. They take 15 damage each. Actually, that guy in the back probably takes another one.
Wait, 15
the guy in the
damage
back
each?
dies.
Okay.
Nice.
15
He
damage
falls
each?
to the ground. The first guy, he's not going to move. He kind of sees what you did, sees that he's like right in front of you, and isn't going to move. This guy over here moves and takes the 5 damage. So we got. So this first guy is the guy that didn't move.
Yep.
The second guy took that first 5.
Yep.
The third guy, where did he go? He moves up 5 feet, also takes the 5 damage. This guy with this, the first guy with the spear, call him guy number 4. He also moves up at a diagonal of about 5 feet, so he's going to take the 5. And this guy takes the 11 damage and falls to the ground. So just with that, you have taken down 2 of the enemies.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, so
MVP.
don't get carried away here, Hugh.
All right, let's roll some initiative.
A 6. I rolled a natural 1 plus 5. What
Proud
the
of you.
hell?
16 plus what do we add to it?
No, that was Aiden.
Yeah.
That rolled a 16, Jerry.
Oh, what did I got 12.
You rolled a 12.
What do I add anything to it?
You should your initiative.
What's initiative under?
It's on your character sheet 1 page.
Yeah, is it one of the skills though?
No, it's in the middle of the sheet under actions.
Mine's
Little
plus
large.
2,
Wow.
so 18.
Mine's plus 4, so 16.
Now with that, you notice that first guard who didn't really move at all, he lunges forward, and you notice that he has a little bit more going on with his breastplate. You can see that there's some more design work done, and he might be of a more important rank than some of these other guards that are with him. And you
I'm gonna
notice
take that off your corpse.
He takes a long sword and takes a swing at you, Hugh.
Me? What the fuck?
Did you have like all of your gear like underneath the dress?
Yeah, totally.
That's how I was able to dab so much.
Yeah, I also had Scarl under the dress the whole time.
That was a big-ass dress.
All right. So you have your stuff, Jerry, and he makes an attack at you. It's going to be a longsword attack.
So do I just take it?
What's your AC? We'll say that you were wearing your gear, but you had like rolled it down so that way it wouldn't look like you were wearing it underneath your dress.
Where is AC? Character sheet 1.
So character sheet 1 under health and armor. It's at the top.
Oh, 18.
You have 18 AC?
Yeah.
How?
That can't be right. Are you thinking your hit points?
Armor class, 18.
How?
That's my armor. I mean, I'm a cleric. Clerics are pretty tanky.
Mine's 13.
Yeah, mine's 14, and I had to
Yeah,
like,
you're a ranger that way. You guys were both wearing light armor.
Yeah.
I think
I'm wearing, like, heavy
Jerry's
chainmail.
technically wearing heavy.
Gee, all right,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Bullshit. But
I mean, I'm not sneaky. I'm not acrobatic.
for
Like,
you.
I have to have something.
all right.
So he swings, and you're able to kind of lift your gown up and dodge out of the way a little bit.
I bundle the hem of my dress up, and I like shriek like I've seen a mouse.
And with that, Aang, you're up.
All right, I'm going to take a swing of my battle axe, two-handed, at this guard that's closest to me. I think guard number 2, I guess it would be, right here on the corner.
Yep.
And so I roll a d10.
What are you doing?
Oh, right. First. Okay, so 12 to see if I hit him.
You roll a d20.
I know, that's what the second one right here.
You rolled like a bunch of shit. Okay, so you
The bottom one.
so the
Yes.
12, and then what's a plus for a battle axe? I think it's like 8 or something. Under attacks.
Plus 5 is the bonus.
Okay, and you're swinging at the other guy?
Yeah, the guy on the corner here.
That's enough to hit. Roll damage.
Noise.
Are you doing one-handed or
Two-handed.
two-handed? All right, roll the whatever that is. It's a D20.
10.
Or
Yeah.
D10? Yeah.
A 6 plus 3.
Ooh. And with that, you knock him down. He's out. You chop his arm off, and as you come down with the blade, how do you want to do it?
Kind of a baseball swing straight into his chest.
Yeah.
Nice. You hear a
Negan style.
You hear a thud and a crack. So you hear a thud and a crack as your battle axe pierces through his leather armor and cracks through his rib cage, and you pierce his heart straight into the center of his chest as as you rip the battle axe out, he falls to the ground.
And blood goes splattering all over Hugh.
Yeah, it goes all over you, and now
I open my mouth and just like outstretch my arms, like I'm on the edge of the Titanic and I'm flying. And I bask in it.
There's something wrong with you.
At this point, Aang, what you see is as you're doing this, Loon is like run behind you guys, and now he's working on the lock as you guys are attacking and doing battle with these guys. Hurry up, let's go. We don't have time.
I knew I didn't want to kill him.
And with that, Hugh, you're up next.
Wait, Hugh?
Are these guards up to date, or is there one less?
Wait, how does Hugh get to go again?
I haven't.
The other
gone
one
yet.
was attacking him.
Oh! I thought you did the thing.
Yeah, and actually,
that was
Aang,
before
did you
initiative.
want to do a bonus action or move at all?
No.
That spell was our one action before they came upon us.
Oh, very nice. Very effective.
I'm just gonna aim my crossbow and just shoot at one of the guards, just right between the eyes.
Which one? The one right directly that swung at you?
Yeah, the one.
Or the guy with the spear, or the guy with the sword?
Yeah,
other guy with the sword.
The guy who took a swing at me. I'm just gonna put my crossbow and just underneath his chin and fire up.
All right, let's see it.
All right. That is the fourth straight 3 I have rolled.
What's your bonus?
What do I add to it?
Your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so under
plus
the
2,
attack,
so 5.
It'd be it's D20 plus 2.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Well,
Fuck
wasted
you.
that one, Pat. You're just rolling nat 20s.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. I
He was just trying to rub.
select my
He was
die.
just to rub the salt in the wounds.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you raise your arm up and pull the trigger, and as you pull the trigger, the bolt shoots flying just left of the guard captain's head and goes whizzing into the lights somewhere above the stage. Anything else? A bonus action or a movement?
Can I tuck and roll away?
Do you have to hold that spell as a bonus action?
That might
Like,
be
is it
true.
concentration?
Let's take a look at it.
What are you looking at every time you move your legs?
Well, because
I have
4
I
Jerry
get a shot of your crotch every time. You got
a whole lot of Jerry. Oh, no.
well, it's because I have 4 monitors, but they overlap.
Somebody's compensating.
Jeez.
No, I don't have to maintain it. It's just its duration of 10 minutes.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, do you want to do anything as a bonus action or movement?
I'm gonna roll backwards.
Okay. You. How far are you rolling? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, I want to get out of range so that he has to walk through the thorns in order to reach me.
Okay. So move your guy where you want him, and
It won't let me move my guy. Actually, I think you have to move him.
so you are right next to Loon as he's frantically going through an entire ring of keys. There's 40 keys on there, and he's trying each one as fast as he can.
Loon, did you kill a janitor or something that you have all those keys?
They just gave me all these keys. I don't know. They gave me the place.
I'm gonna yell at him to go faster, even though I know it won't help.
And then, with that, Gris, you're up.
All right, so the guy in front of me, who's directly in front of me, is he the only one within 5 feet? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that the guy with the extra ornate armor?
No.
He's the guy in front with the sword.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll just attack the guy who's closest to me then.
Looks like he's carrying a spear or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so the guy who's right in front of me.
Yeah, the spear guy?
Okay, yeah, he's directly in front. He's the one with the most ornate armor, right?
No.
That's the one to your
the guy
left.
right
Oh.
next to him is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I want that armor. All right, so I'm going to attack the guy directly in front of me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cast a spell.
Oh, man.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands. It's a level 1 spell. Let me just double check.
Burning hands, warm heart.
It's Burning Hands. And it says, as you hold your hands with thumbs touching and fingers spread, a thin sheet of flames shoots forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
So you could actually hit all three of these guys if you want.
That's the idea.
And add to the fire that I set.
Correct. Hey, we're all
Actually, Jerry, your fire went out.
I'm going to relight this place on fire.
I guess the curtain is meant to be fire retardant. Like that is the purpose of that curtain.
And
in
I'm gonna
theaters.
say, as I cast Burning Hands, I'm gonna say, "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire." Ooh, yeah. I cast Burning Hands. I don't know what they have to save against. They have to say.
I'm gonna yell nerd.
So, read the spell again, just for the damaging parts.
Yeah, it says each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. But I don't know what they're saving against.
I'm making dex saves.
Dex. So what does that mean? What do they have to roll?
I have to roll d20s, and they get bonuses as.
I guess my question is, what? Like they have to beat my dexterity score?
No, there should be on your spellcasting page. There should
Yep.
be a number that I have to beat. Like, what's your?
It doesn't.
Up at the top of the page of the spellcasting.
Oh, character sheet 3. I'm sorry. Okay, I've never cast a spell before. Okay, in my other it says DC 13.
Okay.
I'll add that
So
to my
it's-
other sheet so it's there.
So DC 13, they have to beat a
Correct.
13.
Yeah. Plus, does it get any bonus from me? Does it get plus my dexterity bonus or something?
No, I think it's just that.
And if I have a my proficiency bonus is +2, does it get +2 to the save?
No,
Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
All right.
You
Just
can look into that
Just trying, you know.
because it's. I think you guys have a very good strategic thing. I'll give you the bonus.
Okay.
So it's 12. You said plus 2 or 3.
+2.
Okay, so 14 have to beat.
No, 15 because it's DC 13 +2.
Okay. The guy with the ornate armor is able to kind of jump out of the way, but the other two guys get fully blasted by this heat.
Yeah.
Doesn't jumping out of the way cause him to go through my terrain?
Flavor wise, no.
What do you mean no?
He's not moving. He's just it didn't hit him, so he takes half damage.
No, I mean.
So what's your damage, Pat?
It is 3d6. Let me roll
Oh
that.
Jesus!
I mean, I feel if he's throwing himself to the ground, he's definitely rubbing his face up in those thorns.
All right, Jerry, roll a d6.
Yeah.
So that's a 14. That's pretty good for 3d6.
Yeah. So the guy in back and the guy with the spear, they both fall to the ground dead, burnt.
The other guy.
And the other guy
takes 5.
The other guy takes 7. The guy who saved.
Okay. And
Plus
taken...
+5 from the terrain. So he saved 1 damage.
All right, so everyone has fallen now.
Nice.
I immediately start taking the armor off the guy who has the nice armor. I want that armor.
He's the only guy that's still alive.
Oh no! Okay, never mind.
And
All right.
With that,
He has
actually
one
Oh
going
wait,
health
actually,
point.
hold on. Don't I get because it's sneak attack? Don't I get double damage on
Is
that?
that
How
considered
is
a
it
sneak attack?
Because
you were in
because
broad
there's
range.
well, let me finish. Because there's no one. The only person within 5 feet of me is one enemy. As long as there's not anyone else besides a single enemy within 5 feet of me, I automatically get sneak attack because of
It's
rogue
questionable
attack.
that other guy is
Rapid
within
attack.
5 feet of you. Looking at this map.
I moved to the side.
Looking at this map, it's
You are literally on stage.
You know how far 5 feet is? 5 feet is not very far, though. It's like a little bit more than your arms.
It is not sneak attack. You are on stage.
you are clearly
Listen,
right in
what do you
front of him.
No, but there's only one person within 5 feet of me.
we already overkilled them enough. I think it's fine.
Listen. I'm here to win. Okay, you play to
There's
win the game.
also 3 of us and 1 of him, and he's already pretty badly damaged.
He only has 1 health point left based on the other characters.
Okay. All right.
All right, and it is his turn. He takes a couple breaths, and So, Gris, you're technically not even on the stage anymore.
What happened to me?
You got blown.
You
off
like
the
jumped
stage.
down onto the floor.
You jumped down.
Why did I
You're on
jump?
the-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the stage.
No,
Okay.
you're like next to the pit.
Gotcha.
He's gonna take the 5 and come at both you, Aang, and Gris, and he's gonna make 1 longsword attack first at you, Aang.
Okay.
That is what's your AC?
13.
Ooh, yeah, he hits you. He cuts right into you. He smashes down right into your armor, and you take 3 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Not 3 piercing damage.
And Hugh, he swings wildly at Aang, and then as he turns, he drops to crack his longsword back at you as well, in a furious rage from all of this ridiculous spell shenanigans that have happened to him. I mean, he's single-handedly the only survivor after watching like 5 of his friends die.
And these guys are like theater guards. Like, they are not professional.
No, these are the mayor's town guard.
Oh, these are the mayor's
Yeah.
guard? Okay.
Yeah, these are the mayor's, these are the guys that were with him up on the upper floor. He has since left. Your elf friend has also left, and everyone in the audience is now gone. Most of the cast has now left, seeing the fire coming out of Gris's hands, and with this final crash, this guard captain drops his sword right onto you, Hugh, and he rolled... I was actually rolling real dice. I guess I should be playing it fair.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of sketchy. You're rolling regular dice.
All right, well,
Sorry, Hugh.
sorry, Hugh.
Do I get to react? Or defend myself?
Yeah, you get to say "ow."
Yeah, you get to say ow.
Ow.
And take... Ooh, I rolled the wrong one.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's better.
Much better.
I'm
Take
sure.
11 damage.
Man, even when he doesn't use real dice, it seems suspicious.
It's all about Jerry.
Where do I update my health?
Having fun over there, Grizz?
On character sheet 1.
What?
Sending out circles.
What are you beeping?
Yeah, what is that?
You're pinging.
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm just clicking on them.
Yeah, but how do I
Jerry, you
edit?
gotta
How
print
do I
these bad
edit it?
boys out and just keep them.
So 25 minus, what is that, 9?
11.
11? What was it? It's 9. I'm looking
Finally,
at 9.
Hugh gets. This is the first
It's a
time Hugh's been injured.
D10
by the-
plus
I
2.
want everyone to know that. This is the first time he's actually been injured.
Yeah.
What the fuck? My perfect streak. I don't get like any armor class bonus or anything like that?
That is including all of your bonuses.
This is what's known as thrashing. This is
What?
known as grasping for straws.
I mean, he rolled a
That's
19 plus 4. Your AC is not above 24 or 23.
All right. Gotcha.
He got you pretty good. He crashed down and brings the longsword down onto your armor as you really feel that one on your shoulder.
Scarl goes into an uncontrollable rage, seeing me injured.
Scarl starts hissing and spitting and whipping his tail back and forth.
Starts growing.
Unfortunately, he just
growing.
is only hitting Loon in the process of doing that, and Loon is desperately trying to unlock that door. So Scarl is not helping.
Nice.
Aang,
All right, I'm gonna take a chop at this guy and try to get back at him for taking a shot at me.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh, solid contact.
Woo!
Yeah, I'd say you got it there.
All right, this is coming right down on his neck.
Oh. Hey, spare his armor. Don't mess up his armor.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Plus
double it,
an
right?
additional 10.
Hmm?
Yeah, so, how did we say we were going to do nat 20s, Pat?
I thought we
Because I
doubled-
think
we-
you're the only one that's had one before in combat.
Yeah, I think we just roll the dice and then double it, right? So it's
We
like
can
if
do
it's,
that.
I think that's what we were doing.
Or
Because when you crit, isn't it just you roll your normal damage and then double it?
you can handle it that way, or what you can do is you can roll you can get like a maximum D10, and then you roll a D10, and then get the bonus. That way, like you feel like you are gonna do since it's a crit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So-
So if your damage is like a D8 plus 2, you automatically get 8, and then you roll again. You roll another D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
That
that
seems-
I
that
think that
seems
makes it
fair.
feel better for everybody.
That
whenever
seems
you're
good.
rolling.
Yeah. So that way, when you crit, you are well. It also
feel
works
like you're doing
against us
something.
too, in case that does happen. But that seems like it's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right, so I actually got a 16 then.
Yeah. How do you want to do this? How are you hitting this guy?
He's kind of bent over after swinging at Hugh, and it's come up behind him and just fucking lop off his head, come down right on the neck.
Cap him.
And with a sickening slash and the sound of flesh being cleaved in half like a butcher, his head rolls off the stage right at Grizz's feet, and he falls to the ground.
I kick his head. I punt it across the room.
I piss all over its body because I'm
What?
pissed.
No, I want.
You can still have the armor, but I piss all over the body because I'm pissed that it's the first thing to do damage to me in this entire campaign.
His Kappa was detained. Loon is frantically going through the last 10 keys, and he's saying, "Quick, you guys need to hurry before the guards come. There's going to be more. They're going to be swarming all over this place. I can't believe this is happening. Why tonight? Why tonight?" Okay, here. And he puts the very last key.
It's
it has to
always
be
the last one.
key. It's
It
always
breaks
the
off
last
in the
one.
lock.
And he puts the key in the lock. You hear the magic click, and the lock is open. He swings open the trapdoor and says, "Hurry, guys! Get in before they get back!"
All right, I jump down the hatch.
I follow.
Don't you want this armar?
I take the armor and jump down the hatch.
You just
The
take
piss-
just picking
piss
his
and
whole body up
blood-soaked
and taking
armor.
it with you.
How long do you think it's going to take to get the armor?
I mean, it would take a couple minutes to unstrap.
All right, I'm going to
everything
turn to
and-
Loon and be like, "Save me that armor," and then I jump in the hole.
I tuck Loon under my arm and jump in the hole.
Someone has to.
There's
lock
no
the door
way you'd be
above
able to
us.
pull that off.
Oh, fine.
The
The
physics
skull
do not
can do
work
it.
for that in a gown.
Not to mention you're 3 feet
Excellent.
tall and he's normal sized.
Yeah, I'm like, you're in a
grabs his
gown,
pant leg
you're
and,
3 feet tall, and you're like, grab it onto his waist.
Excuse me, sir.
Like you lift him a couple inches. And
Mr.
You're like,
Loon!
Would you please oblige, sir?
Yep, that's how I picture it.
And I
No,
if I-
I'm going through the back. You guys just go.
All right.
I'm leaving this way so that way no one's ever gonna. They can't say that I saw you.
Lock the
I'm
door
not-
behind us.
I'm gonna look at Loon in the eye and just real tearfully just make eye contact for a bit and just say, "I'll always remember the times we had."
I'll never forget.
Also, I want 15% of the proceeds. If anything, I made this show.
I think I'm gonna use your money to fix the curtain.
Fair play. Fair play.
Aang, what are you doing? Since this door.
I followed Grizz down the trap hole.
All right, Jerry, are you heading down now?
Yeah, I blow Loon and kiss goodbye.
He looks at you endearingly. Time seems to stop as he matches eyes with you, and then quickly slams the door shut and puts the lock on there. Go. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight. You guys made it through the door.
That was a good one.
Down
Nice.
the
Burning Hands is
Yeah,
dope
that
as
was
hell.
awesome.
I'm gonna sing a song lyric every time I cast it.
Hey everybody, it's your DM Zeki. I'm here just to announce, I guess, that in addition to the Facebook group, which you can find through Facebook, search out the Not One Cast, and you should be able to find us with our awesome orange and yellow logo. Besides that, we are now finally searchable and on the iTunes app. So while you're there, hit the subscribe button and leave a review. The same leaving a review gets you some free loot. Still applies, so if you leave an iTunes review, we will reach out to you and hopefully get some stickers your way. So again, thanks for listening, and guys, what are you doing now?